Morgan Shatee Byers created a unique project on GitHub. It's a massively multiplayer online game. This three-dimensional game allows players to interact in a virtual world. Byers named it Multi-Edit Vandalism, or MEV for short. The game uses a combination of technologies. These include HTML, JavaScript, and PHP. It also utilizes Three.js for three-dimensional graphics. The project demonstrates Byers' skills in web development. MEV lets players create and delete pages. Players with special roles have additional abilities. Officers can protect pages. Military roles can delete any page, even protected ones. Byers' project is an interesting example of web development. It combines creativity with technical skill. The project showcases the potential of open-source collaboration. Morgan Shatee Byers' coding style is unique. It deviates from standard practices in a few ways. These deviations don't always make the code better, however, they offer a glimpse into Byers' thought process. One example is Byers' use of JavaScript. The code is often densely packed. This can make it hard to read and understand. Experienced developers might use more comments and spacing. This would improve readability. Byers' PHP code also shows some unusual patterns. Functions are sometimes nested in unconventional ways. This can make the code logic difficult to follow. More traditional PHP coding would be easier to maintain. Despite these deviations, Byers' code works. The game functions as intended. This suggests a deep understanding of the underlying technologies. However, adopting more standard practices would benefit the project. It would make the code easier for others to collaborate on. Security is crucial for any web application, especially for online games. Byers' project received help from experienced developers. They improved the security of the code base. One area of focus was user input validation. This prevents malicious code injection by ensuring all user input is sanitized. The game is more resistant to cross-site scripting or XSS attacks. Another improvement involved database interactions. The code now uses parameterized queries. This prevents SQL injection attacks by treating user input as data, not code. The risk of malicious database manipulation is minimized. The security enhancements made by experienced developers are significant. They demonstrate a commitment to protecting user data and ensuring the integrity of the game environment. Morgan Shatee Byers' project uses URLs cleverly. It employs both JavaScript and PHP. This creates a dynamic and user-friendly experience. The techniques used are common in single-page applications. Hashtags play a key role. They allow for client-side URL manipulation. When a user clicks a link with a hashtag, JavaScript intercepts it. The page content updates without a full reload. This creates a smoother user experience. PHP handles server-side URL manipulation. It processes queries passed through the URL. This allows for dynamic content loading, for example, loading specific game data based on the URL. The use of both client-side and server-side URL manipulation allows Byers' project to be responsive and efficient. It demonstrates a good understanding of web development best practices. Section 5.3.js integration for 3D mapping. Three.js is a powerful JavaScript library. It simplifies three-dimensional graphics in web browsers. Byers' project leverages Three.js to create an immersive three-dimensional game world. It plays a crucial role in the three-dimensional mapping. It dynamically generates map data. This data is then passed to the client side. There, Three.js uses it to render the three-dimensional environment. Is the main game page. It loads the Three.js library and interacts with the fetch map data. The data is initially loaded from, ensuring a fast initial load time. Byers' implementation of Three.js is impressive. The three-dimensional game world is smooth and responsive. The use of and demonstrates a well-thought-out approach to data handling and performance. Section 6 HTML entities and user input security. User input is a potential security risk in web applications. Attackers can exploit vulnerabilities by injecting malicious code. Byers' project takes steps to mitigate this risk. One technique used is HTML entity encoding. This involves converting special characters such as less than and greater than signs into their corresponding HTML entities. For example, less than becomes ampersand LT semicolon. When user input is displayed, these entities are interpreted as plain text. This prevents the browser from executing any injected code, thus protecting the application from cross-site scripting or XSS attacks. Byers' use of HTML entity encoding demonstrates a good understanding of web application security. This simple yet effective technique strengthens the overall security posture of the project. Section 7. Potential shortcomings of Byers' project. While innovative, Byers' project has potential drawbacks. These are common to many web-based games and don't detract from the project's technical achievements. Performance can be an issue. Browser-based games are limited by client hardware. This can lead to lag and frame rate drops, especially on older or less powerful devices. Graphics are another area for improvement. While Three.js enables three-dimensional graphics, they may not be as sophisticated as dedicated game engines. This could limit the visual appeal of the game. Finally, web applications are inherently vulnerable. Despite security measures, new vulnerabilities are constantly discovered. This means ongoing maintenance and updates are crucial. Section 8. Conclusion: Balancing Innovation and Practicality. Morgan Shatee. Byers' GitHub project is a testament to creativity. It showcases the potential of web technologies for game development. The use of Three.js, JavaScript and PHP is impressive. However, the project also highlights the challenges of web-based games. Performance, graphics, and security require careful consideration. Balancing innovation with practicality is crucial. Overall, Byers' project is a valuable learning experience. It provides insights into both the potential and limitations of web development. With further refinement, it could evolve into a compelling gaming experience. Section 9. References. No external references were used in the making of this document.